Hello traders, welcome to Zion Traders. Today we'll be analyzing AUDUSD, right? So before we take a look at the technicals, let's quickly see what we have in the fundamentals, right, for this week. Right, so fundamentals is very important, right? So it's good we check it out every week, right? So we can see on Sunday, which is today 19th, we have CPI for NZD. It's actually already out, so the outcome is actually wow. The CPI is 1%. That's great. So it's positive, greater than expected, or greater than the forecast. That's good. And we have many other high impact news for the week. So, mind you, I used filter to filter out the high impact news, as you can see right here. So, you can actually also apply filter if you want to, and then you're going to find only these ones right here. Right, we can see we have GBP CPI coming for the week, which is for year over year, and that's actually great. For USD, we have USD CPI coming up this week as well, which is on Friday this week. That's interesting. So let's just see how things goes, right? So seeing that we have a lot of high impact news this week, it means that the market is going to be very volatile this week. So I want you all to be very careful of what you do, right? So be patient and make sure you wait for your setup, right? So that's actually what's going to pay you up in the long run. So coming back to the chart, we are starting from the weekly time frame. As you guys all know, I'm a swing trader, so I use higher time frames a lot, right? So we are going to start from the weekly time frame, and let's just see what we have on the monthly time frame. All right, so we can see on the weekly time frame over here, right at this point, we had a change of character, right? So bearish, and seeing that we had a change of character, bearish right from there, our price traded and creates a break of structure, and at this point, price actually broke structure with a week, right? So this is with a week. So I actually don't recommend BOS with weeks. They are not very valid, but sometimes it just still works, right? So that's how the market works. It's just based on probability, but they have lower probability of working out, right? So you should be mindful of that. So knowing that the trend is bearish on the monthly time frame, what do we do? As at this point, which is our actually at our zone right now, we can see that this is actually the last break of structure. So price broke the structure. It means that our trading zone is between this point and this, or this point, this high and this low now, right? So this high and this low, not this high. This high and this low, this is our trading zone right now, right? So what we're going to do, let's just go down to the weekly time frame. We know that the market is actually bearish on the week on the monthly time frame. That's all we want to know here on the monthly time frame now. So let's go to the weekly time frame and see the weekly time frame perspective. All right, so knowing that the market is actually bearish on the monthly time frame, so the first thing we'll love to do, right? So we know that market has broken down structure, and we are expecting what price to retrace back into an internal range liquidity, let's say if order block. That's what we are considering in this case. So we are expecting price to retrace back to into that order block. So I refined that order block on the monthly time frame, on the weekly time frame. So I refined it to this. So we are expecting price to trade back into this zone, right? So now let's get back to into the weekly time frame structures, right? So knowing that we are bearish on the monthly time frame, so but on the weekly time frame, we can see that we have a change of character here already. So seeing that we have a change of character on the weekly time frame, this quickly tells us that okay, this means that we are about to start retracing. Like for on the monthly time frame is retracement. So we're about to retracing into this monthly time frame order block or our POI on the monthly time frame, right? So that's pretty much it. However, on the weekly time frame, we're actually bullish at the moment. We are bullish, so we can see a change of character and a breakout structure. So currently, price is at this point. So what are we still expecting? We are still expecting to buy at this point. So I'm actually on AUD buy currently, although AUD is very weak, but then I'm actually buying based off the structure. But once price takes out this low, we know that there's a change of character, and then that price wants to continue bearish, right? So remember, price is already bearish on the monthly time frame. We are just trying to trade the retracement on on the monthly time frame, right? So, but then price is bullish on the weekly time frame, which is actually a retracement on the monthly time frame, right? So on the daily time frame, we can see we have the breakout structure still consistent, right? And also price is here already. So we are looking at buying from this point. There's actually a good rejection at this point already. You guys already know. I think I made a video on this zone before, so you can just check my YouTube history and you're going to find this particular video. I think I've made a video on it before. So I don't know why I like AUD USD. I don't know. I just like AUD USD. But sometimes the guy messes up a lot. So, but then overall, I think I still like AED USD, right? So let's see how it goes from this point. So it's either we continue bullish or which following the weekly time frame. order flow, which is market is bullish on the weekly time frame, and also on the daily time frame. You can see that market is still bullish on the daily time frame. This is our newest break of strategy. So this is our trading zone on the daily time frame, and on the weekly time frame, this is also this zone aligns right with that of the weekly time frame. So this is also our trading zone on the weekly time frame, right? So only the monthly time frame is bearish, and then we are actually still trying to trade see if we can trade the retracement on the monthly time frame. So on the monthly time frame we are just trying to trade retracement, but then on the weekly, on the daily, its market is actually still bullish, right? So for the monthly time frame, remember, so our POI is going to be 0.7. We are just going to do this psychological level, and then maybe this year or next year price is going to get to this point. That's if price gets to this point really at next year. So, but for now, this is what we are looking at, guys. So we are looking at buying. So because market is still bullish at this point, right? So we actually tried taking this sell from this point, although price took us out before it actually dropped, right? So it took us out on break even really before it dropped, right? So at this point, I think even one of my position is actually out on break even already, because when price got to about this point, I broke it because immediately price got to this point, I think I took my trade at 65, 64, 500. So which is exactly this point. So when price traded higher, I actually broke even at 1:1, and then price this leg that came up, I think on Friday, I just took me out on break even. However, some of my positions are still running on this guy. So that's pretty much it. So you can look for buy entries, and we can continue buying. For now, that's all we have on AUD USD, guys. Thank you very much for watching. God bless you.